Hello, everybody. How's it going? Hope everyone's having a great day. We're here. We're back. Crap, that was not muted for some reason. Oh well. So we're here. We're back with some D&D. What do you guys remember from the last session?
Fucking doll.
Bag.
Todak didn't murder a thing, so less to concern about.
I remember that we were being bombarded by an unknown assailant throwing or lobbing projectiles at us.
I do not recall this.
Sounds of bees. Fiery bullets. Also, apparently the humans that have been disappearing disappearing to the same place Bag is currently located.
You think?
Sorry, what was that?
I said you think.
We
True.
believe.
I do not recall.
You got terrible.
So
memory.
we were on a cart, onto Karen's cart, and we were heading in to the destination on a road. And then we heard a whistling noise. There was a sort of impact/explosion thing. We turned around, tried to get out of range of the thing, and then we sent you up ahead to take a look at it. You to scout it out, and you came back with some sort of object. It was the way it was described was that it was something really, really hot that melted into a a ball of some sort of
Well, a dome.
like a dome. Yeah, a dome or
Bowl, some might describe it as.
Ugh.
yeah, something to that effect.
Well, Todak's gonna drop that off and go hunting for the asshole that shot it.
Yeah, can we actually see where it might have come from?
I mean, it was a pretty long range.
Are we talking? What kind of flat is the terrain? Flat or is it hilly or mountainous?
It's not. It's not flat, but it's not hilly. It's not Saskatchewan. Oh, you guys wouldn't get that reference. Rex knows it's not Saskatchewan.
Manitoba.
Yeah, it's more of a Manitoba.
So I should be able. So for someone to land a shot like that, there has to be a high enough elevation or a hell of an arced shot. So Todak can probably reason where the shot could have come from.
You could tell that it either came from, the sky, or somebody arced a shot really good.
I don't like any of that. Todak.
Or it was possibly a siege device that lobs things in an arc.
Well, again, that would be lobbing it pretty damn good.
Well, Todak's gonna take a fucking wander around. He's gonna talk to the creatures of the woods with primeval awareness.
So you're gonna actually try to head into the forest?
Yes, I am still invisible if I remember correctly. I ate a leech.
Yes. Okay. Yep. No, you are invisible. So as you start to approach the edge of the forest, back where you guys were, the buzzing becomes louder.
Buzzing?
Yeah, that's what you guys heard as you approached the forest the first time.
Yeah, buzzing like bees.
You mean angry sky almonds? Todak is not dissuade.
All right. So
I'm
give
watching.
me a survival if you're going to be heading into the forest to try to find animals to talk to. All right.
I guess I better switch off to Todak.
Yeah. You end up finding a few deer that seem to be chewing on a bush nearby.
Wow. Deer that don't give a fuck, that's usually a good sign. Usually they're jumpy little cowards.
Well, you are invisible, so.
Yes, but that means they're also not concerned about the thing I can't see.
Well, you said you want to talk to him.
So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna take a quick look around again. If like I can understand how deer operate, unless you're telling me something different. So if there's something dangerous here or something that is unnatural, the deer will usually respond with fear and fucking clean off.
Normally,
Uh-huh.
yes, if they are aware of it.
Yeah, they're skittish as hell. They even if they suspect there's something going on, they bolt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
again, if they're aware of it.
So Todak's going to. What's the word? How would I do this? Honestly, I'm fucking invisible. You know what? I'm gonna snap a stick real loud to see how they react.
You snap a stick and they bolt.
Fucking called it. All right. I'm looking for more of the littler creatures, bugs and other birds, preferably birds, honestly.
Okay. With a bit more searching, I'll use the roll that you had there. You managed to find a few birds that are pecking at the ground, trying to get some bugs. Fairly more, trying to get themselves some food.
Okay. Capture me a bird.
Right, roll me another survival to capture a bird. Yeah. Okay, yeah, no,
Eh.
you capture a bird effortlessly. It does not even sense you coming since you are invisible. If you had rolled a natural one. That's what I was hoping for.
Todak grabs the bird. All right, creature of these woods, tell me, what is wrong here, and why does Todak hear the buzzing?
Now, are you actually able to communicate with animals?
I don't know. I feel like it's pretty fucking vague. I can communicate with beasts. They recognize me as a kindred spirit. Through sound and gesture, you can communicate simple ideas to the beast as an action. I can learn emotional state, whether it's affected by magic of any sort, short-term needs, da-da-da-da. You can use this ability again after 10 minutes if I attacked the creature. I can also attune my senses to see if I have any favored enemies lurking nearby.
Well, you can tell that it's a little distressed, but you can also tell it's probably because something invisible is holding on to it and speaking to it.
Okay.
But
So do I get any kind other than the freaked response from me doing the thing? It seems completely calm and normal, right?
I mean, it seems sort of. It's not. It kind of gets it kind of gives off the impression that it's not flying as much, and that's kind of leading towards some of the stress that it is now under.
Bah. Birds are useless. I eat it.
All right, fucking eat that goddamn thing whole. Trying to remember what the hell movie was on where friggin' like bird or frog-like animal just decided to eat an entire bird and part of the feathers are hanging out of its mouth.
You don't think
frogs are
that's what's
weird.
gonna happen here?
That's exactly what I think is gonna happen here. That's what I'm picturing.
Okay. Well, unless I can crack primeval awareness into finding something that I particularly dislike. Let's see. What is my actual list of hated peoples?
That would be good.
Humans, monstrosities, goblinoids. Yeah, no, unless I don't see anything, I'm gonna fuck off.
Yep, no, primeval awareness does not activate for any of those things.
Bah.
How long does that invisibility last, Dante Garen?
An hour.
An hour, though he did eat a bird, so it probably broke by now.
That is fair, yeah.
Yeah. I would consider that an attack. So you're gonna be heading back.
Actually, eating the bird probably wasn't an attack. Grabbing it
Grabbing
was.
it was, yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's reasonable. Yep. Fucking Todak's picking his teeth with a fucking feather and he's just walking back.
Alright. Yeah. As you are walking back, and the buzzing is still loud, the ground next to you suffers an impact, and you see that dome shape again.
I immediately looked to where the thing came from. Did it look like it came from a high point?
Oh, yeah. You're this close, you can actually see a slight cloud in the sky where the shot came from.
Fucking... Ha! You missed again! Even gods cannot strike down Todak! Fucking cloud, bitch.
You're
And
gonna-
then Todak starts running.
Well, so you actually sit there for a second and curse at the cloud.
Yep.
As you are cursing at the cloud before you have a chance to turn around, it strikes you in the side, and you take 8 fire damage as you bolt.
Old frog yells at cloud. All right. Well, the minute that I start realizing that, that actually tickled, I'm
Also-
going to draw the angry bow.
So hydrate. You're going to. So you want to start a fight?
I'm gonna start a fight. This thing draw first blood. I'm not letting it walk away with that. I'm gonna shoot the cloud.
All right. Oh, give me 1 sec. I gotta hydrate.
Well, don't pee in a fucking jar and drink it, bro. That's gross.
I have bottles of
That
water that I
is
fill a mug with.
That is exactly what it
is
sounded like.
definitely
Cody.
what it sounded like.
You're just literally going to drink your own piss.
If I
And
could piss
I was
and make
going to-
those sounds, I'd be more concerned. I'd be concerned about a few things and about emasculating a bunch of people.
No, it just sounds like you either A, need to drink more water, or B, less.
Yes. Alright. Give me a second. Do I have a blank map for this one? Because I wasn't thinking. You
You
know
mean
what? Fuck it.
Blank. I don't need
You
blank.
decided to start a fight without your companions.
Yeah, and
You're going to die. Alright. You're gonna be more like here.
I'm also gonna crack off one of my new spells.
Alright, roll me initiative. Gotta click on your fucking token, man.
Oh, add it. I am not in danger. The world is in danger.
Yeah, like I said, give me 1 sec. I was not expecting you to do something like this. Well, no one's surprised by this, but Todak, you go first. Give me a perception to see. Well, you know that cloud is rather far away. It's about 150 feet away. You know, it's close. It's a very close cloud. It is just a little bit far away. So,
All right.
go ahead
Ready?
and crack off your spell. There we go. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, cool. Todak cracks off lightning arrow.
Next time you make a ranged attack, weapon, ammunition, self as a thermal weapon, transform the bolt of lightning, make an attack. Attack takes 4d lightning damage on a hit or half as much damage on a miss. Alright. So no matter what, you're dealing damage even if you miss, unless you roll a nat 1.
Technically, yes.
The bullshittery that is, but go ahead. Well, roll the lightning damage, not the piercing damage.
Yeah, no, I don't know why I didn't do that, but
Because you have
does it?
to manually put one in.
Oh, okay. So I'll just roll the 4d8 then.
Yeah. It doesn't automatically change your goddamn weapon damage.
I thought it did.
No.
But anyway, shut up. 18.
18. So you.
And it does in fact look like a lightning bolt, so I assume that someone will notice that Todak has done a stupid.
Yeah. If everybody else would like to roll, you can put your guys' tokens on the map down at the bottom. Roll initiative. We'll see how long it takes for you guys to get there.
Down at the bar. Okay.
Yeah. Just so that way you guys are on the map itself. So dexterity saving throw, spell save is 16.
Yes.
To Karen,
And
you
roll
keep
2
in
more
mind
d8.
and you have initiative. What do you call it?
Advantage.
Advantage on initiatives.
Thank you.
Okay, so.
Oh yeah. I guess I don't technically have advantage, but that's okay.
You usually have advantage? It's like an innate.
Usually, yeah, but I didn't act first this round. It's only against, like, if I act against creatures that haven't moved yet.
I think that's advantage on the attack, but initiative you always get.
Oh, well, that I got. I mean, it's 24. I'm not going to care about that one too much. But I didn't check. Does this act on all attacks or just the one? Because I do have multi-attack.
It's concentration up to 1 minute.
So, yeah, I guess that means I'm firing another one.
Alright, go ahead. Alright. Roll the.
4d8.
Well, technically, yeah, and then another 2d8.
Oh! Fucking lightning strikes twice in the name of Todak!
Now,
Also, I'll have to add that up here.
Alright, so the first shot, misses, but you can see the lightning arc into the cloud. The second shot goes right through the cloud, but the cloud's still there. Doesn't seem to have taken. Its shape doesn't seem to have changed too much.
Well, Todak will take the time to start heading towards his comrades with his movement, but that should be it.
Okay. Well, what speed did this thing have? Ah, yes. So I said it was about 150 feet away, yes?
About. Oh, it doesn't do bonus damage, it just does regular damage.
Oh, I think it says on the next attack. It's only the one.
Okay.
Oh yeah, on the next attack, so I'll take the 17 damage for that one, then that's my bad.
Okay. Okay.
Too lazy to do math, I did it the long way. So, yeah, from end to end of the map, you are about there. So this thing starts moving.
The cloud starts moving.
And it starts getting closer to you.
Ha ha! Todak knew that was his enemy, and no crap, that's a cloud.
and it gets down almost to ground level, and it's now about 110 feet away, so it's moved 40 feet, and it's going to move another 40 to get close to you, so that's its normal movement, and it is now going to attack you. So,
The fuck is that? Little fucking eyeball.
that should do it.
Oh, Todak's not going to be sure how to hunt the fuck out of that. But it's going to be fun.
Nope, but it is attacking you. And you did decide to attack this by yourself, so whatever happens,
now.
happens.
Whatever happens, happens, my dick.
So, you see the swarm, and one of the glowing red eyes on it starts to glow
it's a
brighter
swarm.
and fires at you.
Huh.
And a heat ray impacts you for 6 damage, and you see 2 more of the eyes start to glow. The second one fires at you, and you manage to dodge out of the way as you can kind of see it coming, but the third one as well. Wow, that is fucking terrible.
This is going to be entertaining.
So with the distance you guys are away, I will say it will take one more turn for you guys to reach up with each other, especially with Todak trying to move back towards you guys.
Okay.
But you will still have any chance to use any spells or abilities you'd like to do on your turn. So, Dusk, anything you'd like to do?
No, not yet.
And on to Karen.
Same.
All right, Todak.
Cool. Todak's going to move towards his friends again and fire off a shot into those big, bright red circle targets.
Okay, go ahead and fire. First one going to be the lightning.
No, I think it's only the one spell. I think it's like the next attack.
Okay.
So it's concentration up to a minute until I fire that first attack.
Thank God. I was like, man, that is a fucking overpowered spell. Alright, but a 24 does hit as you see a couple of drones get pierced by the arrow, but the swarm
Jesus.
is not stopping.
Well, time for a second. Oh, who'd we lose? Auntie Karen?
Yeah, I think we just lost Auntie Karen.
Hello?
Oh,
Hi, yeah, your roll 20 shut down.
yeah.
Oh, dang. Be right back.
Damn that AFK timeout shit.
I don't think there is one, because I've left roll 20 on for like 24 hours, and somebody was just like, why are you still in roll 20?
Yeah, so have I. I've done it for days. Okay, we'll finish a game, and I'll switch to a different tab. Like 2 days later, I'll go back to check something, and I'm like, oh crap, I'm still in the damn game.
Todak, your second shot goes and lands at your feet, almost hitting your toes. And that's your turn?
That's it, yep. I move closer to my friends. Shoot. I don't have to worry about a bonus action just yet. Oh, actually, you know what? I will use my bonus action.
Okay.
I will use the Hunter Sense.
Can you post that again just so that way I can, because it's been a while since I had to...
Oh, it's as an action. Never mind.
Okay. So...
I will, however, use Slayer's Prey. There we go.
The hell was that?
What?
Like, did nobody else hear music playing just now?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Oh, shit. It was that website. Okay. It was weird to decide to play freaking music. Starting at 3rd level, you can focus your ire on one foe, increasing the harm you inflict as bonus action. Okay, yeah. So yeah, you don't learn anything from it, so it's just bonus action.
Yep, bonus action, and I can do more damage to it.
All right. So it's this thing's turn again, and it is going to continue to move towards you, and it's actually keeping a distance from you. It's not getting too close.
Okay.
But as it sees more people, it does actually start to raise itself above the ground. No? So it's hovering right now about 20 feet over the ground. And it's going to fire at you again with all 3 shots. So the first one fires, and again, you're able to deftly dodge out of the way. The second shot, however, it hits you. I'm assuming you're not facing away from it as you run away.
Nope. I'm probably leaping from tree to tree, firing backwards.
Well, you wouldn't be leaping from tree to tree because that'd be checks.
That'd be fuck you. I have a natural jump.
Actually, would it be checks? I mean, he has a climbing speed. I guess he has to jump from tree to tree, so yeah, there would be checks involved in that, maybe.
He
Yeah,
does have a standing leap.
Yes, I do have standing.
Oh
leap.
shit, that's
but you'd
right
also have
too.
to
Yeah.
if you'd have to leap from branch to branch and be able to make sure you make it to the next branch without breaking it or anything like that. So
Fine. I take a hit.
yeah, you would take the hit either way. And this one hits you right in the leg, and the third one again, it fought like the swarm fires, and you keep getting peppered with these little shots. At this point, Dusk, with your movement, you will be able to catch up to Todak. You'd be able to come onto the edge of the screen right here. Well, either of these spots.
All right. How many times has he been hit, and how damaged is Todak?
He's not bloody, but Todak certainly has been hit with a couple of times, and you do smell roasted frog.
Okay.
And this swarm, this cloud that you can see, is about 95 feet away from you. 75 direct, 20 above, so 90 feet. Math and
All right.
Craig.
As a bonus action, well, first of all, I'm going to assume that I have my shield donned because I usually do.
Well, with the attack, you would have absolutely been like, I've got to get my shit together and go. So shield on, weapon out.
Yeah. So, bonus action, Sanctuary on Todak.
Okay. Creature who targets a word creature with an attack, arm for spell, was saving throw. Okay, absolutely fine.
And you said how far away is this thing?
90 feet. 90 feet. No, yeah, around 90 feet. That's the math.
Huh.
It's up in the air, so.
Why does this? Word of Radiance has a range of 5 feet? That doesn't sound right at all.
Basically, a fart, a radiant spell.
Word Radiance, I believe, is the AoE.
Oh, okay.
Each creature of your choice that you see within range, yeah.
Huh. I think I might have been using that the wrong way.
I think there's another one that Grim Hollow has. It's ranged one.
Holy Word. Yeah, I have that. But yeah, okay. So I am going to step. Actually, am I like that? It took my movement to get to where I am. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, and then that's as much as I can do for right now. Shield up.
So no action. All right. Then.
I don't. Yeah. Well, actually, yeah. I suppose I can do an action. I will use my Twilight Shroud.
What's that one again?
Twilight Sanctuary.
Oh, that one. Yeah, where you can give the healing points, the temporary hit points.
Uh-huh. 30-foot radius. And at the end of my turn, I will give myself. Incidentally, I'm not sure if you were made aware, but I double checked the rulings or the way it was written in the book. The book and the tooltips are written differently,
Okay.
so I have been doing it wrong. It's not 1d8, it's 1d6 plus my character's level.
Okay. That's fine.
It- So I will give myself. Did that not work? 6? Yeah, 1d6.
You just
6
didn't.
plus 9, 15 points of temporary hit points.
Okay. And that's everything.
And
Then
that
on
would
to
be
Karen. You can now move up to the same spot where Dusk is.
Yep. Okay, I see it's 70 feet away and then 20 feet in the air.
Yeah.
Okay, then main action, I'm going to run forward as my main action.
Okay.
if I'm not mistaken, it took our action to get to where we are.
No, it took a normal movement to get up to where you are, and then you still had
That-
an action
or-
and a bonus action.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yep,
Okay.
and then as bonus action, I'm using Eldritch Maw. Here,
Eldritch Maw.
my Eldritch Claw tattoo.
Right.
And then with that, I end my turn.
All right, then we are back to Todak.
All right. Okay. Well, it's now a target-rich environment. Todak is going to do the Todak-y thing and head to flank the target this way.
Okay.
And
You fuckers.
we're not clever, but we know what we're doing.
Yeah, I know.
Mostly. All right, so I've already hit it with my other ability. Gives me an extra d6 of damage against it.
Yeah, you have hit it with that.
And then I will also hit it with Hunter's Mark, which is a bonus action. So that means my first attack is going to get 2d6 against them.
Okay.
And I'm going to attempt to use the Sharpshooter against the whole thing there.
Okay, go ahead and roll. And add your 2d6.
Adding 2d6. Bleh.
Alright, you fire at the swarm, and the arrow, it almost seems to open up around the arrow, and the shot goes through.
Like I missed?
Yes, I did. I thought its AC was lower than what it was.
Fuck you.
I opened it up and was like, oh man, now I feel bad for saying it had the 2d6 because it didn't hit. Well,
Okay,
you got
another shot.
Yeah, and I believe it affects it when you hit the when you actually make the first hit, or is it just the first attack?
Makes the first hit, so yes.
So yeah, I'll let you roll those 2d6 then. Alright, so that one, as the swarms tries to open up around the arrow, it just does not get to it in time, and a few more of the things are knocked down. So that is 18 damage.
And
But there are
that
still a
is-
lot of drones.
Okay.
And it is their turn. And they see that there are more targets. And they are going to decide what to do.
Oh my god, that would be terrible. I'm gonna do that next.
Yeah, they're gonna split the damage. Fucking Tau.
Fuck you.
What? You're not a Tau
You do
player.
not bring those fish-faced, vagina-four-headed individuals into this. How dare you sully my game like this?
Hey, I
Fuck,
said, I said fucking Tau because they split the damage.
Look, it's for the greater good.
Eat a dick, Auntie Karen!
Alright, first shot going to Todak. As they
Eh.
charge up a heat ray and it misses you.
Sit on your railgun and rotate!
Auntie Karen, what's your AC right now?
14.
Okay, because it's 9 to 11, so I wasn't sure. Or 11 to 19, sorry. So the second one going to Auntie Karen.
Flaggle, flaggle.
Flaggle.
It fires and you see a ray of heat shoot towards you and in an instant smacks you in the stomach. Giving you 5 fire damage. I need to make sure that it actually says fire damage. And the third attack going towards Dusk. As you
Miss.
easily deflect it off of your shield. Dusk, it is your turn. Somebody in the freaking comments just said the greater good. Let's try
Fuck off.
Oh, you're gonna tell another DM to fuck off, are you? Oh, she's gonna be mad.
What the hell?
What?
Your map is not centered on the.
Yeah, I know. It's always been like that, remember?
Yeah, that's weird. I will move up to that point, and I will cast Moonbeam on
Moonbeam!
this little booger right here.
Alright. Must make a constant con save or takes radiant damage. Okay. In the name of the moon, I will punish you! It fails, so roll the damage.
Hold on a minute. See, what damage is this? Is 2d6?
2d10.
2d10?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
2d. Where is it? 2d10. 12 points of radiant damage.
Yeah, and it does not change shape, so you know it's not a shapeshifter.
Yes, I need to place a marker for that. Give me a moment. Circle, 5-foot radius.
Okay.
And my temporary hit points are good, so I'm staying with that. She will say, call out to Karen to stay inside the twilight.
Stay in the booble.
Brah.
We dub Dusk today Moon Knight.
I don't know if that's a good thing.
Probably not.
No, Moon Knight's crazy.
Yeah, exactly. It just depends on which
I mean-
personality we're going for here.
Moon Knight, no, Moon Knight is crazy. He has multiple personalities, and not all of them are nice or kind or whatever, but he's still technically crazy.
Yeah,
He's possessed. He's possessed.
he's possessed and he does still have multiple personality disorder.
Ugh, never mind. I don't think my plan will work.
He has, what is it, Fight Club disorder.
Fight Club disorder.
Yeah, my action and bonus action are done.
All right, then on to Karen. It is
Or
your turn.
Actually, I take that. Wait. Holy word is an action, isn't it? Yeah, that's an action. Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, on to Karen. Your turn.
Okay. First things first. One of Anti-Karen's lobster claws is going to come out of her back. It's going to fall apart and melt.
Oof.
And from it is going to be a tentacle with a bunch of feelers, razor-sharp feelers sprouting from the end of it. At which point she's going to continue her mad dash sprint towards it. She's going to get to right there. And once she gets there, she's going to high jump up 7 feet.
I'm sorry. What?
Yes, I had to look up the jumping rules. It's 3 plus your strength if you move at least 10 feet. So I can jump at least 7 feet up. But I have 5 feet from the jump plus 15 feet from the my Eldritch Maw. So I'm within range. I can hit this thing.
Yeah, you
Absolute
could friggin'
Christ.
attack and jump. Oh my god.
Even Todak's looking at this with a somewhat disgusted look in his eyes.
Yep, and now I'm going to swat the thing with my tentacle covered in razor wire. No sneak attack because I can't get that.
And this does technically count as magical, and I don't know why that doesn't.
Yep, so as I think we mentioned last time, due to jumping rules, I am technically hovering in the air about to fall down.
Glad I
So I am
noticed a
returned.
slight mistake in one thing. I fixed that, but it still does not change what happened here. Also, do you mind trying to draw your ruler again? There you go. Thank you.
Yep, I just want again my mouse does not work correctly, so I couldn't do the whole yellow line as I dragged the token.
All right. So yeah, you reach up and you jump, and your tentacles slash at this thing, and you hit. And does that add anything else to it, or is okay? It's just the magical, just the fact that it counts as magical. You slash at this thing, and multiple of these little things are cut into tiny ribbons and fall. And you can tell that this was rather tough to cut through, but the magic in your tentacles, really weird to say, helped quite a bit. Todak.
There's some Japanese folks that just turned off their screens real quick. All right.
Racist fuck.
I gotta figure out why that's reading the way it is. Attack is Dex. Oh, I didn't hit the proficiency button. I'd do it. Oh wait, I did hit the proficiency button. Whatever. All right, I'm gonna cast Lightning Arrow again.
Okay.
First things first, though. Then we move back down this way. And then I shoot it. First one, I'm just going to... I use my Reaver bow to shoot, but then I change the damage.
Yeah, you can basically just, duplicate it and change the damage that we have.
I'll worry about that later.
For that.
Oof. Can I use my inspiration to reroll that?
Yeah.
There we go. Much better.
That does hit, so roll the damage.
It's 4d8 plus 2d6.
Nice hit.
Pretty solid.
And it's making its dex save. Well, it takes half the damage for that. But the lightning arrow shoots through it, and many of the drones almost evaporate.
And then I get to make my second shot.
Did you roll the 2d8 for its...
Oh, right, the 2d8 additional.
Yeah.
3 extra damage.
Okay, so actually, no, it's...
Also, does the Reaver count as magical damage? It probably does. I'll double check that.
Alright, and that's your turn?
Yep.
Alright. Well, this drone is looking...
Hold on.
Yes?
12 temporary hit points to Todak.
Woo!
Well, this thing is looking haggard as fuck, and it is focusing on Todak now, who has just dealt so much fucking damage to it.
Yeah. Huh.
And
It
it
doesn't seem
fires
to-
a single massive heat ray at you.
Holy fucking shnikes!
You feel a hole getting burned into your body. I can't believe I rolled a critical.
I might have something about this, but
Hold on. I gotta.
it's a ranged attack. Wouldn't it be disadvantaged because I'm within threatening it?
Yes.
I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I actually like the idea of actually being hit with this. So even if I'm hit with the critical,
I'm going to say it's if you guys can't kill it on before its next turn, then you guys have fucked up.
Fair.
I'm at 17 hit points.
Keep
do you not?
take
You
that
had you were.
tape
Oh, the temporary hit points, right?
I did. I took them
temporary
off
hit
already.
points.
Like I would have been down to 6 otherwise.
You've been down to 5.
Yeah, there you go. Todak is still standing, even tanking that to the torso.
But Dusk, that's your turn. It only gets one of those shots.
It also, if I'm not mistaken, takes damage from being in that radius.
Oh, does it take damage on?
At the end of its turn, I believe.
All right, well, roll the damage.
Hold on, let me just center on the point. And the dim light, when the creature enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, it is engulfed in pain. So 2d10.
Also, so start the turn, not the end of the turn. So yeah, Todak would
so-
not take the damage then. Yet this thing, as it starts its turn, just dies.
Sorry, Todak.
Well, hey, I'm not fucking mad. I still have my 50-something hit points.
56 hit points.
Oh,
That's
that's
what
at
you-
26.
That's what you
Plus
were
the
at.
12.
Yeah, so plus the 12. So yeah, as its turn starts, this thing, the swarm completely disintegrates, and there are only a few things left on the ground where it was.
And she moves up a little bit as well to get Auntie Karen into her bubble. Assuming that there is nothing left to deal with, she will give Auntie Karen 13 temporary hit points.
All right. Yep, you guys are out of initiative order.
Todak.
Keep in mind, I do believe those last until used.
Wouldn't they end at the if your sanctuary ends?
I don't think so. Temporary. Hold on.
I don't think it says.
I'm pretty sure temporary hit points last until like either used or a long rest or something like that.
Okay, yeah,
typically.
it looks like at the end of a rest they'll disappear.
Okay, so Todak is going to start
Random
examining.
Bullshit, go.
Sorry?
I just saw the post in the Discord. Random bullshit, go.
So yeah, the Todak is going to examine the swarm of creatures that we just fought.
Well, the things that are left on the ground, you can see that they're mostly mechanical in nature, but they had this. There's a powder inside of it right in the center for the ones that have been like cut in half. That you can tell might have been some sort of crystal or gem. But now it's just dust in the wind.
Can Todak piece enough of them together to make the outline of one or most of one?
Roll me an Arcana.
No.
Yes. You get one mostly reassembled. I mean, there's a lot of pieces, but you kind of get it. It seems like it's missing the rings that it had, but you get the sphere, the center sphere back together.
Okay. Well, Todak will. Dusk, Auntie Karen, you have more knowledge of magical doodads and doohickeys. This is not a natural thing, so my expertise, though vast, is limited.
Fuck Christ.
Yeah, Eddie Karen's gotten a lot larger again. She's in her monstrous form, and again, she already could not talk today.
I will establish a communication link with her just because, as funny as it is, I prefer to be able to understand what the hell you're saying.
Weird. Metal bugs? Odd. So odd.
Excuse me. Todak
Bless
just kind
you?
of keeps. Todak just keeps poking at it with a stick.
Hey, you poke at it with a stick and it falls apart.
Divination. Let's see.
Cool, I have a sack. I'm going to just start scraping everything into the sack.
Okay, yeah, you can definitely put the bits into a sack. And they start to jingle jangle like metal.
Yeah, can I make a investigation check to see what type of crystal or gem these were made of?
You can give me an Arcana.
Guidance.
Unfortunately, no, it is just too fine of a powder. It looks like white, but then when you start to sift through it, it's a little bit purple, but then you sift through it a bit more, and there's some blue, and you're just like, I don't know what the fuck this is.
Opals. Clearly opals. She's just confused. She just takes, grabs a bit of the dirt and just, puts it to her tongue.
I might be able to answer. I might be able to ask my patron. They might be able to answer this.
Okay. Let's see if your patron can answer this.
Hold on a minute. I can ask 3 questions. Hold on.
If you don't mind posting the spell.
I'm reading it now. I'm trying to decide whether or not it's appropriate. I'll post it anyway, just in case, or just so that you can look at it.
Divine process begins to be answered with a yes or no. You must ask your questions before the spell ends. You receive the correct answer for each question. Divine beings aren't necessarily omniscient, so you might receive unclear as an answer if the question pertains to information that has been the deity's knowledge. In case for a one-word answer could be misleading or contrary to the deity's interests, the DM might offer a short phrase as an answer instead. If you cast a spell 2 or more times before finishing your next long rest, there is a cumulative 25% chance for each cast of the first that you get no. After the first, that you get no answer. Okay.
Question is, are there any questions that can be answered with yes or no that we want to ask?
Absolutely, there is.
What questions would we ask it then?
I'm not going to tell you.
I was really curious about how far he was going to go with that. I'm like, this will be easy.
I got one off the top of my head, but again, I ain't telling you shit until you ask the question.
Bag. Does this have to do with anything about bag?
It's a powerful spell. If I use it is my most powerful spell. So to use the energy to cast it is it important enough to actually use it? Because I only do this once per day.
That is up to you to decide. I cannot make that decision for you.
Oh, sorry. Let me redo that.
Everything I just said was said to the group.
Oh, there we go. Todak cannot think of anything. We killed it. It's dead.
Yeah, I'd like to know why it was attacking us, where it
Todak,
came from.
Todak believes that we are trespassers. Dangerous things are ahead. Maybe more of the same. It did fire warning shots first, if you may have noticed, or it just sucked that badly at shooting us.
Well, yeah. I mean, was it a warning shot or were they just missing?
All worthy questions to ask a
Questions
deity.
that spell wouldn't be able to answer that. It's got to be a yes or no.
Well,
I
you
mean,
could
were they
ask it-
warning shots? Are we
Yes.
trespassing?
Those are yes or no answers. It also does
true,
say I
true,
can give a
true.
short phrase. If the yes
Yeah.
or no answer might be misleading.
I mean, if you want to pray to Todak, I'll give you more of an interesting answer, but I don't think you'll get the right one.
No, more to the point is, do I want to spend my 1/5 level spell to get these answers? I don't know
time
that
is it?
the answers are really that important.
You mean the time of day in the game?
Yes.
I'd say at this point you guys are getting closer to. It's getting closer to nighttime.
All right, if it's close to nighttime, then three questions, yes or no, that I should answer it. Were those warning shots? Is one. Not sure that it really makes a difference one way or the other. Anything else?
I don't know if you heard it, but Karen was wondering if this had to do with bag.
Back.
If if they, well, would they even know?
Mm,
Potentially.
I mean, you can know.
I suppose
Gods
they
are
can
You
pretty
won't
much
know until you
all-knowing.
ask.
There you go.
Anything else? So
This creature was made of magic. Is the way to create these things known to people, or is it lost? Could someone have created one of these things recently?
or were they created by the same people that made that anti-magic grenade?
Yes. However, that becomes a long list of yes or no questions to which you can only ask 3.
Bag. Warning shot. And do you recall the rumor? I've been thinking about this. Do you recall the rumor we heard in town about the place being cloaked in unnatural darkness? But it was they weren't sure if it was true.
Yes. What about it?
I could ask whether or not that's true, because if it is, then it would change it may change what spells that I bring to the battle.
That one. That one.
Yes, ask that.
May as well.
All right. So the 3 questions you will ask, we will do them in the order in any order you wish. I will get you to do it as if you're actually talking to your deity.
Sup, bitch? Got questions for yous.
You're not talking to Alucard, fuck you.
Specifically, what do you want to know about Bag? Whether or not he is being held by the people that controlled this device, Was it a device or was it an entity?
Yeah, aren't we heading towards a castle that might have bag in it?
I believe so, but I don't know if this is attached or not.
Well, you can always ask. Is bag in the
No, I don't.
castle that we're going to?
Is bag in the castle that we're going to? Okay, yeah, that's a good one. And was that a? Do we really care if that was a warning shot or not?
Not even remotely. It started a fight. Todak finished the fight.
It might have been
Yeah, so that would
guarding
be
something. In which direction was the
castle.
cloud? Was it closer towards the castle where Bag's at, or somewhere else?
It was basically east from the road. So you have no idea where it would have originated from. Or sorry, not east, west. West.
I could ask whether or not the device was guarding the castle, or whether or not the device was.
Well, if the cloud was from the west, the castle is towards the southwest, so they may or may not be connected.
Yeah, patrols don't necessarily might be far ranging. We don't know. So the only so far the two that I know that we want to ask was whether or not Bag is in the castle that we're heading to, and is the unnatural darkness rumor is the rumor about the unnatural darkness surrounding the castle true? The third question is still on the table. If anybody has any suggestions, good ones. No,
Nope, can't think of nothing.
was the device that attacked us guarding the castle. All right, I will cast the spell.
Okay.
It's a ritual, actually, so I don't have to cast this. I don't have to spend a spell slot. I just need to spend 10 minutes doing.
You can cast this as a ritual?
Yes.
Oh, then you
According
don't
to
even need to
the
use your 5th level.
yeah, according to my little the R in the corner of the list, it says it is. It's probably a good idea to double check it though.
I will do just that. Give me 1 sec. It is a ritual spell.
So there you go. You don't
Sweet.
even need to worry about using your 5th.
Then, first question. She sits up and does her prayer uh, and asks, "Is Auntie Karen's companion that goes by the name of Bag in the castle that we are heading towards?"
Alright. As you cast the spell, and you take the 10 minutes to do so, while nobody else sees this, you see in front of you a light, a little ball of light. And when you ask the spell, it gets a little bit brighter for just a moment, and you hear, "Yes."
Shit. He's a lot more clear than the fucking bones.
Is the rumor that we heard in town about the unnatural darkness that surrounds the castle true?
It flashes bright again, and it says, "Yes."
Was the device that attacked us guarding or patrolling for the castle?
It pauses for a moment.
Fucking God has a stroke.
And it flashes bright again. Yes.
Auntie Karen,
Thank
it got
you.
really weirdly bright really quickly, didn't it? Hold on a second here. Why?
Well, nobody else saw it, and only Dust could hear it.
Well, when the spell is over, she says, I have good news. Well, I guess it's all pretty much good news. Sort of. One, Bag is definitely in the castle. So we are on the right track, Auntie Karen. Two, this device was protecting the castle. So we can expect to see more of them. And three, the unnatural darkness rumor that surrounds the castle is also true. So I'm not sure, Auntie Karen, if whether or not you have any ability to alter your arcane abilities. Take that into consideration.
Yeah, once you mentioned that Hag is at the castle, she immediately runs back towards the wagon.
Perhaps we should have broken that to her a little slower.
All right.
Well, let's get back to it then.
Todak tries to take, I guess, if Auntie Karen hadn't scooped up all of it, Todak tries to take a larger chunk of the remains of the critter.
Give me 1 sec. Roll20 is being a bit weird. I just tried refreshing it and it's not working.
Lovely.
Yeah, no. I don't think I'd enjoy Todak having a gun.
Too
I think-
complicated for him.
But what about a cannon?
Todak would just load himself into the cannon and you know it.
Freaking putting ideas into his head. God damn it. So you want to see if there's any bits left that Auntie Karen has not taken?
Yes.
Yeah, there are some bits that Auntie Karen has not taken.
Cool. I am adding Hunter Killer Drone piece to my fucking long list of trophies.
Alright.
By the way, when you eventually make it back towards Auntie Karen, who again she's mobile and she's a rogue, so she can move 120 feet around. But when you eventually find her, she's just casually at the wagon making dinner.
Oh, Butler!
Yeah. I will scoop. Seeing as how she's getting ahead of us, and that's potentially bad, I will scoop Todak up and fly over the obstacles. Do a more beeline.
If this were anybody else, Todak would have murdered them with great ambition. But it is Dusk. She gets a pass.
I'm guessing he would be able to figure out what she was doing. She walks out, walking up to him and extending her wings. You know,
Flying Todak, away!
right? Doing a Superman pose underneath while she's carrying him.
Yep.
And I thought Todak was better than that.
Todak is not above being able to do the one thing he can't, which is fly. Murder I do on a regular basis. Flying, not so much.
I meant the Superman pose.
Yeah,
Oh
right?
no. Well, I can't. I mean, let's
Oh,
be
no,
honest.
yeah.
Everyone does a Superman pose. Even fucking Lex Luthor does a Superman pose once in a blue moon.
Yeah.
And once that novelty is gone, it would be pull the bow out and start looking for targets from an aerial position.
Exactly. I'm the first fighter jet.
That's a disturbing thought.
Maybe cleric.
If you pick the right god, it could work. That's the thing. Clerics are insanely versatile if you depending on which patron you pick.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, yeah,
I'm
no, you
still
guys get to the cart.
Shit, I could be a
Okay.
wizard.
You could not be a wizard.
I have. Hey, Mechanically, I have everything required to be a wizard.
Mechanically, yes, but you think Todak has the patience to be a wizard?
Fuck no.
Sorcerer, maybe. Warlock, maybe. Not a wizard.
I can't be either of those. My charisma's a 4.
Well, you need is a friggin' item to raise your charisma, then multi-class.
No, I'm not wasting that many item slots on charisma buffs. I'm an ugly toad. I know what I'm about.
Well, you'd only need like one item.
No.
Alright, yeah,
Anyway.
you guys into the church, you prepare some false hydra meat and sprinkles it with drone dust. Oh, Auntie Karen. Why the fuck did I get slapped?
Because
Okay. So, Auntie Karen, are you going to be giving that to everybody?
No, that's just for me.
Okay.
You just see Andy Karen. She has a nice meal for everyone else, as said, but then she pulls out something for herself and just grabs a handful of what's in the bag, pours it onto the false hydra meat, and just starts chewing the hunks of like gem dust and metal.
Todak eats whatever Auntie Karen made for him, just staring at her. I
She starts-
wonder what that tastes like.
Probably like blood. She starts
Not sure that I want to know.
blood starts leaking from her mouth from all the chewing of metal.
Question retracted.
Wow. Okay. So, question. First of all, to the DM, can
Yes.
we see the castle from here?
No, but you can see a slight lingering darkness from the southwest.
Beyond the forests?
Yes, close to the mountain, or pretty much at the mountains that you can see.
How do I change my color?
You click on the color.
Much Todak-ier. Well, I assume that we're spending the night here, so
Yeah, I'm debating what we should do.
well, we cannot go far on sleepless nights. But what do you mean?
Approaching it, how to approach it. If the place is engulfed in an unnatural darkness, that's going to make things really difficult.
Perhaps we approach it from the mountains. Go south and then follow the cleared path along its base. Even if shrouded in darkness, we can still find our way.
Well, at the very well, it depends on the nature of the darkness. Because if we can't see 2 feet in front of our face, then there isn't anything that we can do in there.
Perhaps we read too much into it. Maybe it is just natural darkness, magically inclined to be there, and thus you can see.
True. There's also the likelihood that my aura of twilight will counter the unnatural darkness, but that only lasts for a minute. So it's good for combat, but not good for exploration.
Then torches will be required. It is not desirable, but it is necessary.
Yeah, I think taking the daylight spell is probably a good idea. Question is, what do I swap it out for? Huh.
Well, Todak is going. While you're considering that, Todak is going to take first watch.
All right, roll a perception.
Jesus.
You just hear the sounds of animals in the forest.
Okay.
I will take second watch. Obviously, I do put the dome up.
Okay.
Perception. With guidance. Huh. It's a good night.
So, what rules are you enacting on the dome, anyways? Like, just nothing but you guys can enter, or nothing hostile? Like, if a critter decides that wants to is coming your way and just kind of like, would it pass through the dome if it's just like passing through, or would it stop at the dome?
No, probably not.
No,
Probably not.
fuck
Because
those
I don't
visitors.
know. No, it's not that. I think that, strictly speaking, I don't know that. I think if I were to allow critters to pass through it, I would have to literally specify which critter.
You
Do
post
you
the,
get what I'm saying?
you post the dome because I just want to see, because I thought you could specify hostile and non-hostile things. 9 7. 9 creatures. Okay, all other creatures. Okay, so it's only people that are inside the dome when it's cast can pass through it. So if someone's not in the dome
Yeah.
when it's cast, they are no longer permitted. Okay. Well,
Again, though, that is also a ritual cast, so I can recast that as needed.
oh yeah, I know. Give me 1 second because I forgot to grab a thing. No, I didn't. I have a thing. So, as you are doing your watch, you don't notice until it is far too late a little drone outside of the dome. It is hovering there, almost watching you.
Okay. I assume by that it tries to get my attention, which is why I see it. 'Cause otherwise, I don't see it.
Yes, at this point, it is trying to get your attention.
I will try to create a mental link with it.
You do not, but do you acknowledge it in any way, or are you just going to kind of stare at it?
She nods to it.
As you do, its eye starts to glow, and it points down towards the ground, and an image is projected. And you see, wow, that's a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. You see this being projected from the image.
That's some spiffy armor.
That looks familiar.
I was wondering when you'd catch on.
Fuck your hat.
The being almost seems to look at you, and for a moment, it speaks in a language that you do not understand. Do you try to reply back?
Yeah.
And
He
you're the only one
says-
awake for this, right?
Yeah, well, at the moment, yes, I assume so. She says that I don't understand those words.
You speak common. Pause. You have destroyed some valuable material that belongs to me.
They are not getting their damage deposit back.
State your
Okay.
business.
We have a number of issues that we need to deal with. One, we're in search of an individual that we believe is in the castle up ahead. Two, there are worries of the people in the town that we come from that need to be sussed out and determined whether or not this castle or the occupants have anything to do with it. This is a scouting mission and a rescue, and possibly a rescue mission. If you would like more information, allow me to wake up my friends.
This will be your only warning. Approach my castle and you will be killed.
Todak kicks his leg in his sleep. Fuck you!
I will.
Fight me, you fucking light bitch!
I will wake up Auntie Karen. Well, I will continue talking to the individual. I will wake up Auntie Karen and first, and then Todak, and she will say, "I appreciate your warning, but we are under obligation to complete our mission. If you would like a non-hostile conclusion, then be forthwith. Forthwith, is that right?
I don't know.
Forthcoming with
Forthcoming.
information. Forthcoming with information, and we won't cause any harm. Information, and if you do, in fact, have our friend, the one that we are looking for, return them to us."
You have been warned. Any people who try to enter my castle will be killed.
Ha! Just so happens Todak now has a summer home in that general direction. Prepare to be evicted. Then Todak's gonna shoot the little eyeball thingy.
When you roll an attack. You hit it, and the arrow bounces off of it.
Todak looks at the... Okay, I have to ask, because the Reaver Bow gives me a +2 bonus, that usually means it's a magical weapon.
In this case, it is the ting of a metal that is not all unfamiliar of adamantine.
That doesn't...
Adamantine can,
Oh.
it can still be damaged. It's just.
I figured adamantine had a DR of 10.
It's still technically a thing that you can kill. And adamantine and things like that are usually, you need adamantine.
At least. No, he's right. If your spell, if your attack has, if it is calculated accurately and your +2 is already part of it, then it bounced off. The
Bugger
AC
fuck.
of adamantine. The AC of adamantine is 23. How much hit points it has is determined by the size of the object.
Yeah.
All right,
Also,
fine enough.
remember, constructs are usually immune to attacks that are not magical and not made of adamantine.
Something to that effect. But the bow is magical, so it
Yeah,
would
but
still
you have
be
to
attack.
still have adamantine with it as well. Like if
Nope,
you
you don't. It's one or the other.
from
It's kinda like
non-magical,
having a magic item.
non-adamantine.
So hold on a second
One.
here. You as the DM are telling me I cannot do
Um.
damage to this creature unless the arrow I use is adamantine and the bow I use is magical.
Unless I'm mistaken, that's
Which
how
you
it's
probably
read.
are.
mistaken.
But
You are mistaken. It's the equivalent of the lycanthropy. If you have a silvered weapon, it can cause damage, or if it is a magic weapon. So
well,
Yes.
I
if
mean,
it
I'm
is
looking.
a magic weapon, it
I'm
will do damage to adamantine.
looking
Or
at. I'm looking at
it has
iron. I'm looking at Iron Golem. Bludgeoning, piercing, slashing from non-magical attacks not made with adamantine weapons. It doesn't say or not
That's-
made.
But that's... Hold on. Is that a 5e creature or is that a Pathfinder creature?
That's a 5e creature.
Yeah, 5e adamantine like creatures are 5e golems. A lot of them are immune to pretty much everything unless it's adamantine and magical.
So, okay. If this is an actual bestiary entry,
That is
I think
straight
it's
from
horseshit.
that for an Iron Golem. That what I just copied is straight from a bestiary.
All right. Then we'll go with it for now. But I'm going to bitch.
You can bitch all you want, but I mean that's how an iron golem works. That's actually how a lot of golems work.
See. Yeah. See. Okay, so it says fire, poison, psychic damage are immune. Bludgeoning, piercing, and then slashing from a non-magical attack.
Not
That
made with
isn't-
with adamantine weapons.
Right. So if it is a magical attack, it does damage. If it is an adamantium attack, it does damage.
Yeah,
It does
technically,
not
if
need
it's
to be both.
magical, it's fine. That's why, like, the moon touched weapons are amazing, even though they're only common magic items.
So, again, if I'm wrong, I will absolutely admit that I am wrong on that. It's just the way it's read. It seems like it has to be both. And again,
Okay.
I will
I don't-
absolutely admit
Piercing-
if I'm wrong.
So hold on a second here. I'm reading it. Fire, poison, psychic, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical attacks that aren't adamantine. So that is the stipulation that if they're non-magical attacks that aren't adamantine, they will do damage. However, with that same reading, if it's a magical attack, it doesn't need to be adamantine.
Correct.
Yeah, I guess I've never actually had
'Cause
anybody argue
if
with me
it
because
was-
it's never been brought up. So I guess I've never thought it through like that.
But I
Think of
mean,
it this
it's
way. If it were immune to everything,
except the
nobody
most
would be able to
expensive
defeat it.
material. Yeah, like if it was only able to be harmed by the most expensive material, whether it be an arrow or a blade or something, like what players would be able to fight that?
Yeah,
It already has an
it's inter-
AC of fucking amazing. It already has a hit point pool of fuck you and off.
and it has a challenge rating of 16.
Yeah, so
Okay,
all
yeah,
right.
and
I think we've-
actually, if that
I'm looking
just
at this
as a
specifically.
correction,
There's also the fact that this AC was higher than 21.
If you want to say that, that's fine. Just don't tell me that magic doesn't work on it.
Well, again, I
magic
misunderstood
is
how
kind of-
golems work. That is my bad. I absolutely admit
no,
that.
it's fine, dude. Don't worry about it.
You
Don't
have
worry
been
about it.
enlightened.
You know, when corrections need, if you need a correction, we give you the correction. It's not
Yeah.
a big deal. It's just
No, fuck you. I
also
don't want to be
your game,
corrected. You
so-
are mean. I'm kidding.
Yes, but that's
it's also
besides the
your
point.
game,
Fuck
and
you.
your rule stands regardless. So if you
Yeah.
want it to be immune to everything, it's immune to everything. It's your
No.
choice.
If in a situation like that, and rules as written, I'm okay being corrected with how it is. Like, I'm not going to try to interpret it and make things absolutely bullshit. I'm not that big of a dick of a DM. I'm not Rex. I'm kidding.
Suddenly Ryu dies inexplicably of an exploding junk.
Well, I figured this what was going to happen after that death orgy. Now more questions have been raised.
More than likely. Anyway,
you-
we
if
have
you-
established the way it's going to work, so which is good. So
Right.
does my attack still not do any damage?
No, it still does not do any damage.
Okay, cool. That's fine by me. We have
Okay.
come to the agreement that that is
I
the case.
should point out that the AC for adamantine is not the same thing as as a creature made out of
Oh, I know.
adamantine.
I know.
It might
Okay,
be.
So
It's okay. We
no,
can
my
leave it at
point
that.
being, yeah, an iron golem's AC is only 20.
I know.
Adamantine AC, if you were to attack an object that was made out of adamantine, would be 23.
Yeah,
Like if I wanted to destroy a sword, I would have to roll, and I smacked it. The sword was lying on the ground, and I took a hammer to it. I'd have to roll over a 23 to do damage to it.
Yep. But no, this thing, its AC is higher than the 21 that he fired at.
Cool. Good to know.
Right.
The creature, well, the being will look in Todak's directions like, be wise not to do that again, or you'll be the first one killed as soon as you step foot onto castle grounds.
Todak just flips off the fucking eyeball and uses his large tongue to just blow the worst raspberry. And that too.
And Karen is
yeah,
desperate to say something, but she can't. Again, I rolled the same thing for
Right.
3 days in a row.
No.
I will make a connection with Auntie Karen to hear what she's saying.
Bag, bag, the castle. Where's bag?
Do you, good sir? She returned back. Is the orb still there?
Yes.
Is there a person by the name of? Is Bag his full name?
I don't think
Old
we
bag.
Auntie Karen? Old Bag? Is there an individual by the name of Old Bag
I'm
that goes
sorry.
by the name of Old Bag in your tower, in your castle?
I'm sorry.
And
Did you?
can we speak with them?
I'm sorry, but did you just address me as sir?
I think it's a ma'am. Not that I could tell.
If there's no way to know.
You're a ball of light wearing a lot of fucking metal. Also, if this is you in real time, why are you in armor so late? The fuck are you doing?
It's a generic statement. Your
So's Wanka.
I.
I'm going
doesn't
to
change
get
the nature
zapped
of the
by
question.
lightning.
You really are.
Yes, it doesn't change the question. And with all due respect, we will be out of your hair if you can answer, if you can work with us rather than against us.
The information you seek, I will not tell you. Again, step
We have
foot
no
and you will
choice but to
die.
challenge you. Then we have no choice but to challenge you, and that means that we will bring against you all the wrath of the gods, as well as the people that hired us, and they will know that you are a threat, and they will continue to pour down opposition upon you if you don't help us.
Ha!
Your gods mean nothing to me. As soon as we get out of here, there won't even be a problem anymore.
Huh.
Uh-huh. And what you're saying is that we need to stop you from leaving.
You can try.
That's a funny way of saying,
You really
come
want-
at me, bro.
Do you really want that kind of distraction?
I believe your people say,
I'm
fuck
assuming-
around and find out.
So I am assuming, based off of what you've just said, is that you are in an attempt to either repair or build up to a leaving at some point of date or some type of date or whatever like that. God, I can talk. If you are literally trying to escape this realm, wouldn't it be prudent to get help rather than hindrance?
You are literally beating them with the olive branch at this point.
All the assistance we have has come from the towns. They will not be returned. Again, you have been warned, and I am now leaving. If you wish a fight, me and my king will take it. Now leave. And
As it says it's leaving, Anti-Karen's going to pounce and try to grab at the floating eye thing.
give me an athletics or an acrobatics.
Okay, athletics and then acrobatics.
One or the other.
Okay, athletics it is. Great!
Guidance.
I don't think you need guidance.
Yes, but then it adds insult to injury.
30-fucking-3, Jesus Christ. Well, you, I can't even roll for this. You pounce at this thing and you do grab it, and roll me a con save. Well, you're only gonna take half. Damn it, that rolled the GM. Oh, fucking, you have no idea. You take fucking goddamn 5 lightning damage as you touch it and hold on to it. As opposed to the 29 that was rolled to GM.
Wow. Okay, is it its turn, or can I go now?
I mean, this is just a reaction. It's going to start to fly away.
All right, then I'm
It's-
holding on.
it's-
if this kills me, it kills me.
Todak watches all of this unfold. We should probably do something, huh?
I must go. My plant needs me.
Yeah, no, it's moving very, very slowly, but it is up in the air still and flying away.
Okay, I'm going to try the Reaver shot. The chain.
Okay, who are you attacking with it?
I'm actually not sure at this point. Did
I
we
mean-
already?
To get
Strictly
paint a picture for
speaking,
you,
if-
Auntie Karen has reached her lobster claw around the thing, so she's now like being dragged away from her back.
Okay.
yeah, I mean, I don't know how much of that orb is still visible if she is clamped onto it.
How
It
big
depends on the
is?
size of the thing.
I mean, the thing was about bigger than a softball, smaller than a basketball.
If you want to shoot her through the claw, I'm fine with that.
I'll try.
I say that because it determines. I don't know how big Auntie Karen's claw is, so just think a bit bigger than a softball, and if she can fit her entire claw around it, she can fit her entire claw around it.
All right.
Okay.
No,
I'll
smaller
take
than
the
a bowling
shot.
ball. So you're attacking it, not her.
I'm going to try to attack it. Yeah. You want to give me guidance on this? This might suck.
Yep. Well, no, I can't give guidance on an attack roll. So
Oh, right. Never mind then. That's okay.
it's only
Todak
strength
lines
checks.
up the shot as best he can, and
Fucking Christ.
27, not bad.
And that was the Reaver one, right? With the chain?
yes.
You pierce Auntie Karen's claw and you pierce this thing.
It takes a D. So I basically do damage to it, and then I add a D6 on top.
And
Hold on a
it's
second,
what's the save for the to get pulled back?
Strength 17.
It fails by 1.
So it takes 10 and a D6. 3.
Yep, as you pull it back, and this thing actually bounces off of the. Did you leave the barrier, or are you still inside?
Sorry, say again?
Doesn't look.
Did you leave the barrier, or are you still inside?
I'm still inside. I don't leave the Bedusk's barrier for fucking hell or high water.
Well, Auntie Karen comes through, and Auntie Karen takes the damage of the impalement, but the ball is still outside the barrier.
But the ball cannot move.
Yeah, the ball cannot move.
Wait, so then doesn't if Auntie Karen is being pulled into the barrier, would she have let go of the thing?
No, I have one. I at least have one hand, hopefully outside, grabbing onto it still.
Yes, that's how I picture it would be unless you let go.
Okay, cool. So it's 2d6 for Auntie Karen. Sorry. 7 points of poker in the kidney.
Ow.
Jordan, I will dig out from my pack my net, and I will toss it over the ball as well.
Okay, how's the rules for doing that with the net? Is that similar to a grapple? Doesn't
No, I
normally
think
come
it's-
up, so...
You make a normal range attack at disadvantage because net range is weird. And then if it succeeds, then they are restrained.
Okay, then make a ranged
It's
attack.
literally yeah, but it's like literally right in front of me, so I don't know.
Well, you don't get disadvantage, but just make the ranged attack.
You do, because when you make a range attack, if it's something's within 5 feet of you, then you have disadvantage. However, a net's short range is 5 feet. So the nets are basically made to always permanently have disadvantage when you use them. It's weird.
Well,
But then again-
I'm applying the fact that you're holding on to it. It has been hooked by a chain, so
Yeah,
it's got multiple
less,
factors.
at this point, it's less of an attack and it's more of a what do you call it? Reinforcement of
Yep. But we want
what
to
we've
see if you
already got going.
want to see if you can at least throw it and hit it and lash it onto it. So make the attack.
D20 plus 11. Where's my dice roller? Because I don't have that as a weapon. I'm going to have to do it manually. It's my dexterity. Plus 1.
And your
I am,
attack
I am
proficiency.
I am not proficient in use. Actually, I am proficient in use of a net. I'm a friggin' fisherman.
I was
gonna
gonna
say. It's like I remember you're a fisherman. You get fucking proficiency, man.
14.
It unfortunately does not wrap around. You throw it out, and it's different from trying to catch fish.
Do we get advantage because it's restrained?
Uh, no, it negates the disadvantage of the range. Because remember, it does. You can't. You technically had advantage, but because you don't have disadvantage, you just get the straight roll.
That is correct.
Yeah.
I mean, so long as they have it in under wraps, I can keep trying. So it's eventually either it breaks free of Auntie Karen or I get it. One of the two.
Well, you notice that when you
And
throw it, it
given-
does go over onto Karen's claw, but the sphere
Yeah,
itself
I don't.
is
I don't
bigger
necessarily
than
have
the.
to actually throw it.
Yeah,
I literally just need to. It's like taking a bag and stuffing it over the bag while she's holding it. It's matter of fact, I could probably put it in a friggin' bag.
well, it is trying to escape, so yeah, it doesn't rip free from the chain, but it's starting to move again.
Get it in the pouch. Get it in the
moves.
bag. Get it in the. Help me get it into the net.
It moves 5 feet away from the dome.
It's.
That's its
Flying
movement.
again.
Is it immobile?
It is not immobile. It is
That-
just it's under
okay.
the effects of its chain, but it is not immobile. It did not free itself, but it moved 5 feet.
Try again.
Unfortunately, no. And it is now going to try to shock Auntie Karen again. So yeah. 14.
Okay, is it my turn?
Yeah.
Okay, I pull out my bag of holding and try to stuff it in there.
Bravo.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh no, I'm going to die!
You had to do that!
Oh, this is perfect. If I get sucked into the ethereal plane, I'm gonna come out of that months later as a horrible monstrosity. I'm entirely fine with this. If this is how it goes down, I'm entirely fine with this. This is gonna be funny.
Oh god, so remind me what exactly happens when you do something stupid like that?
If an object that is an interdimensional object gets put inside of an interdimensional object, it explodes. I don't remember the exact wording, but
No, it does not explode. It implodes.
Hold on, I remember this. What?
Okay, I'm just portable hole.
Good thing you two are safe inside the bubble.
Yeah. If a
Alright.
portable hole is placed within a bag of holding, it opens a gate to the astral plane. The item, the bag, and any creature within 10-foot radius are drawn into the portable hole or the bag of holding, and both items are destroyed in the process.
Well, luckily, it was originally 5 feet away from you guys to begin with. Now it's an extra 5 feet away, so you guys don't get drawn into it. But Auntie Karen,
Alright, do I have to make a new character? I am fine with this if I do, because it's funny.
I was not expecting you to do that. So
I'll be
Well-
entirely honest.
oh, we lost Ken. Oh
yeah.
god.
strictly speaking, it doesn't. I mean, who would think that an object is is a bag of holding?
I know.
That doesn't make any sense.
It's one of those things, but this is hilarious.
I got unlucky, which is funny.
Yeah.
Okay.
Things could have gone a lot differently with that conversation. You guys could have got an item.
Well, I guess we now have got a headache.
But no, I will not make you roll another character. The astral plane is something you can go to. There are beings there. We will.
Yeah, But I'm
That
there alone.
becomes-
At that point, we're going to be playing 2 different campaigns until I get back or something.
Exactly.
Like I said, if
Yeah.
I need to, I am entirely fine rolling up a side character.
I might recommend
think
the side
that's-
character.
I have 10 different
I
like
think-
backups for this.
All right.
Honestly, I think a side character is the only real alternative because we do not have the power or capabilities to go to the astral plane to
Wait, I
to
just
hunt you down.
realized two different games. My character got sucked into a portal.
You are just like the unluckiest mofo.
Man, we get thrown through the like Doctor Who vortex, and the character goes flying by Graprov.
Do-eh-hoo-hoo.
I'm not playing.
Woo-hoo.
Oh, I hope that gets copyrighted. Anyway,
Not long
Okay.
enough.
I gotta go. I'm holding back. I gotta go to the bathroom, but continue going on.
I'm surprised you didn't pitch yourself laughing. I'll get him another character.
Yeah, I've been resisting.
So, as you guys are standing there, you see Auntie Karen. The chain on your bow snaps and disappears as it disappears as it normally does. And you see Auntie Karen getting sucked into this black hole. Fucking Christ.
Dodek didn't do that.
Never thought I'd kill somebody with a goddamn bag of holding.
So, what now?
honestly.
It is prudent that we continue, at least for the benefit of the people that have paid us to do this job. However, I find it difficult without at least a third member. I could call the clan, and that will boost us significantly. However, I do not think it will be quite enough.
Uh,
Do it for her.
yeah.
Auntie Karen's last words. Razzle, razzle!
Rabble, rabble, rabble!
I heard razzle frazzle.
Well, refresh my memory. Why were we going here?
The humans in this land have been disappearing, and we think it's because of whatever's going on in the castle. Also Bag.
And back.
If I believe it right, Puck and Oberon told us that something was happening over there. Well, at least that Bag was over there when Auntie Karen asked them. Though there is also that matter of I don't know, some baby creature running around. That's bad news.
Perhaps we should return to
don't-
the city.
I don't know. I think
Well, now we need a wish spell anyway.
I need to talk to the DM afterwards to try my new character because I have multiple options that could fit for this, but
it's up to you. I don't know that you and I have the capabilities to tackle this problem by ourselves. A third member, at least. A fourth would be ideal. But if you want to go on, we can go on.
I believe we should return to the city. Despite my absolute faith in our ability to wreck shit when we need to, having someone to pick up the pieces after the fact might be useful.
I need to ask. We need to figure out exactly what just happened because I literally don't know if, for all I know, she got the device teleported her back to the castle. I don't know what we just saw.
Well, roll me an Arcana. I don't think you would know what happens when you bag of holding a bag of holding.
I mean, he
You're
is
right.
a Clash Tar. He does have the Dream Spirit, which I believe came from the Ethereal Plane.
Oh, that's true. Well, you do realize that with your connections that you have, that for a brief moment you saw the ethereal plane as a bag went inside of a thing. Or a thing went
Right.
inside of a
Well,
bag.
first things first. First things first. There's no way to connect that what happened was an implosion.
No, not with that
From
roll.
the bag of even if I knew bag of holding inside of a bag of holding would cause that kind of reaction, there's no way to deduce that that object that we tried to stuff into a bag of holding was a bag of holding. All it for as far as we could tell, it was just a floating ball. Okay. Second, I'm fairly certain that she is a Clash Tar, but I don't think. But her family has been here for a long time, so I don't know that she's had any contact with that realm on her own.
Yeah, but you have the Dream Spirit.
Yes, I do have a Dream Spirit link.
Yeah. You would know that you would
So
get the
there's a
feeling.
chance.
You would get the feeling that it's the same thing that happens when you go to sleep. That connection to the dream spirit, that feeling of the ethereal plane. But with that roll, you don't know that it was caused by the bag of holding. You don't. You for all you know, that could be some sort of new teleport spell.
Yeah,
Technically,
she's
he's
not arcane inclined. She is barely even. Her skills barely cover religion. Oh no, she's religious,
Yeah.
not
That again.
arcane.
That's why, you can tell, you can get the feeling of the ethereal plane like when you sleep. But again, you don't know that it was caused by the bag of holding implosion. So
Okay.
you don't know what really caused it. That's all the sense you get is the feeling of the ethereal plane for a moment. That's it.
She darkens the orb and sits down and pulls out her tarot cards. Uh, shit. This is kind of a bad situation. So, where is it? Arcuary?
Yeah, Auguary. Let's see. Bones, alright, cards. Receive an omen from an otherworldly entity about the results of a specific course of action that you plan to take within the next 30 minutes. Within the next 30 minutes.
Yes. So,
And I would
look,
like to
the
reiterate that within the
question.
next 30 minutes is what last time you used this thing said things would go well.
Of sorts. Yeah. Well, that was before. Now this is a completely different scenario.
Yeah.
um, it's also me. Shit. The course of action that I am taking within the next 30 minutes is the decision as to whether or not to go to the castle or to go back to town.
even Todak voted to go back to town, but we'll see. Let's see what the god says.
So,
Yeah, I don't think this will answer the question.
well, since you worded it in the way of going to the castle or going back to the town, you get wheel and woe.
No, I'd have to. I'd have to. I would have to specify one in
Yeah.
order to get.
So,
So the question is, if going, if we're in the next 30 minutes, we are making the decision to go back to town. Is this uh,
You're wondering if you're gonna get it
Mm.
wheel for going back to town or woe for going back to town.
well, no, we're going to get wheels for going back to town regardless because the back to town isn't really a problem. The question is whether or not we want to go to the whether or not we should press on. So I will ask whether or not we should press on. The
Uh,
decision to make to press on. It may not work, but that's her intent.
When you ask to press on, you get woe. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Okay. According to this card, she points at the one that says "whoa" and says, "Yeah, probably not a good idea."
If they could be flashing neon lights saying "turn the fuck around," they would be. I was not
We need to
expecting.
head back.
I was not expecting this. If Todak, I'm gonna be completely honest, since what's done is done, and you cannot change what has happened. If you had not fired at that thing the first time, she would have tried to bribe you. There was.
I shot at it.
I know.
That doesn't sound
I don't
bribe us. We gave her every opportunity to make a deal with us, and she flipped us off.
Yeah,
Why would she
because
try to bribe us?
she would have tried to bribe you if you
That was
didn't.
before.
That-
Even at the very onset, we gave her every opportunity to parlay, and she said, "Pound sand."
It was going
Pretty
to.
much.
It was going to be a last-ditch effort sort of thing. Just like, you know what, last. Anyway,
Even
Trust me,
Todak
the
gave
conversation-
freaking Dusk
My,
a chance to talk first, and that's
my
a fucking
official-
rarity.
Right.
Okay, I wasn't sure if I accidentally
Trust me,
switched
I
myself
gave
to.
every opportunity to open that line of conversation. I even suggested it more than
Yep.
once, in
But it was in her
She
mind. It
didn't
was
take
a,
it.
it was a last-ditch thing. Just like, I've got a headache now from talking to you idiots. Just take an item and fucking leave.
Nope, we fucked that up, and
Yep.
I'm happier for it. I mean, sort
Yeah.
of. Sorry.
Funny. I literally only pounced because I thought she was leaving.
It was. She had a headache, and you guys
Alright,
decided just didn't get an item from it.
Chodak.
Yes.
Yeah, well, honestly, bag is more important than a couple of items. Do you by chance know how to handle a cart?
Todak looks at the cart. How did Auntie Karen move it around?
I believe it was her dog.
I have an ox.
Oh yeah, that's right.
No,
The
she has
ox.
an ox. I don't know how to drive a cart with an ox.
I know how to ride an ox.
Bless you.
Thank you. Give me 1 second. Yep.
To be
Todak
fair,
can it.
I also do not have riding proficiency, but that's like we didn't really ever go into a point where it was like desperately need to like Tokyo drift out of there.
Yeah, so that's why I never gave vehicle checks.
Yeah, I mean, Todak can use a
Okay,
survival
well-
check to urge the bison on, or whatever the hell it was.
Yeah, just like just do
It
the
would
little
be
whipping motion.
animal handling.
Yeah.
Animal handling is the skill. It's either animal handling or there's a vehicle skill.
Yeah, there is a vehicle skill, but I don't think Todak has that. So give me an animal handling.
No. I will try to. Actually, I could talk to this fucking thing, I think.
Yeah, I have a 4 in animal handling. I mean, Jesus, yeah, I could talk to this damn thing.
Okay, well, I'll let. Well, yeah, do I want to let you talk to it? See if you can convince it to actually let. That we want to head home and to not give us a hard time.
There you go. I'll
And
crack.
we will try to. Yeah, and then we will try to get the hell out of here.
Alrighty. I crack open Primeval Awareness, and I start directing it that we're going back to safety.
It turns around and starts to walk back towards Ulistenberg.
Cool. Todak did a thing!
Yeah, I can't talk to this thing. It does. It has to actually know a language.
Nope. I can grunt and gesture. All right.
All right, we head back.
Mm.
Um, I do have spells that I can try, but I don't have them prepared. Let's see. Scry, maybe?
Oh,
Nope, and then
Scry, a
focus
very,
on
very
astral.
unused spell.
Nah, it wouldn't work. I don't have a focus worth 1,000 gold.
Yeah.
All
Fair.
else fails, Todak can throw the frickin' ox in the back of the cart and just truck it himself for 6 hours. Wait, how long can I stay in
Yeah,
that farm?
that'd be a waste. I don't think, first of all, I don't think that the ox would actually like being in the back of that cart.
Probably not.
Commune?
Uh,
No. Contagion? No. Mislead? Where is it? There was Legends of Lore, Planar Binding.
hey, Joker, I know you're here. I need you to clip that.
How far away is the castle?
The castle from where you guys currently is in a straight line is 270 kilometers going up a mountain. Meanwhile, the Listenberg is just a little over 100.
I'd say returning to
Right.
Listenberg would be a better option, honestly.
Well, we are. I'm just trying to decide whether or not the range for spells and whatnot. I'm trying to decide if there is a divination. If there's anything that I can do to find out whether or not the the whereabouts condition of Auntie Karen, that kind of thing.
Uh, you said divination to try to figure out if she's okay?
No,
Right.
I don't have it. Well, actually, it's a ritual, but I don't know that it's appropriate.
I
I
mean, you
don't think it
could
would
just.
work because it's
I've already
cross.
cast.
I was gonna say you could use commune.
Yeah, I've already.
It's only a 25% fail chance.
Yeah, but if it's a 25% fail chance, then I literally cannot trust that it's accurate.
Well, I mean, you get no answer if you fail it. It's not that you'll get a lie; it's that you won't get an answer. And so if you ritual cast it, you don't lose anything.
I'm gonna be right back.
Okay,
Yeah,
it's
I guess I'll have
Auguary
to do
that
that.
gets
Well, I
the
can do
random
it in the
reading.
following one.
Yeah, it's Auguary that you get a random reading.
Yeah,
It's
I'll do
commune
that.
that you get no reading. So you're gonna ritual cast that.
Yeah.
All right, time to roll. Yeah. So ask your question.
Is Auntie Karen still alive?
Yes.
Is she in the castle?
No.
Is she in the astral plane?
Yes.
Okay, that's the best. That's my 3 questions.
All right.
Huh. That's the spell that I needed. Divination. An event that I wanted to do within the next 7 days, not next 30 minutes.
Still would have been the same thing.
Yeah, it's just Yeah, I knew I had the spell. I just didn't. I was trying to figure out. There's a problem. I see it. All I see is friggin' words.
All right, but yeah, you guys. Well, he's away, and you guys start to head back to Listenberg, and well, it takes a bit of time. You get back.
Uh, I'm going to first of all head to the temple.
Okay, you can head to the temple. What are you going to be doing there?
Honestly, she's just praying because actually, oddly enough, she is kind of heartbroken, I guess you could say. So,
I guess slightly, but at least you know Auntie Karen's alive.
not for long. She could literally. I mean, I'll have to keep asking over the next couple of days because how long can she survive in the astral plane without any food, water?
Depends. Is somebody feeding her? You never ask that.
I can't ask that right now.
What do you mean?
Technically, she brought the food with her.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's true. You have like plenty of food.
I have all the hydramine I can have.
Unless it was in your bag of holding, because that got destroyed.
Fair enough. I'm without pretty much everything.
Actually, did it get destroyed? No, because all the contents of the bag would be in the astral plane floating around you.
Well, the bag itself gets destroyed, so she'd have to collect everything. But if she has another
Right.
bag, then that's something she can do. Right.
Once she's done praying and doing the getting over the loss, she is going to consult with the priests of her temple to try to figure out whether or not there's anything that she could actually do to rescue her.
I'm trying to remember what that big monster in the astral plane is.
God,
Oh
there's a
no!
bunch of them.
Oh no!
Oh, right, it's the Dreadnought.
There's a bunch.
I'm thinking of like the really, really big thing with the claws, because that's what Auntie Karen reminds me of.
And Karen's currently screaming into the void as the void screams back.
Hunger!
Yeah, I don't know. Um, she's also going to have to go talk to her parents. If her family does have ties to the astral plane, then there is a possibility that they might have
Todak back.
insight.
Welcome back. You guys are back safely in the town. Oh god, if Karen comes... Oh, that'd be horrifying.
I'm beautiful, so beautiful. I mean, to be fair, she's probably in heaven.
Comparatively.
Comparatively.
So
Auntie Karen
we're
is the
back
first person to take down an astral dreadnought and fucking eat it.
I'm not prepared for whatever comes back after that.
Right. So yeah, you know Dusk went to
And
the temple. You can do what you want.
I mean, Todak doesn't quite know what to do. So
okay, Todak. So here's what I'm thinking. Actually, I do have a spell. I can actually send a message to Auntie Karen. And I do have it activated, but there's a 5% chance that it won't make it.
I mean, we've fucking fought with less odds.
And what's the spell?
Sending.
Well, if you want to use it, go right ahead.
You can answer in a like manner. Okay, so I will ask Auntie Karen, are you okay?
Alright, so that's all you're gonna say for your
Hold
first
on.
message?
Nope. No, I've got 25 words, so I'm trying to count them out. Are you okay? I don't know how to rescue you. Do you have any ideas or people I should contact that might help?
Alright, that's 25.
It's 23, I think. But that's good enough.
Alright,
Yes, sir.
5% chance. You do get the message.
Okay, then after a brief pause, you hear, "Lovely."
I'm not prepared for this.
Oh boy. Does the 5% chance also applies to the response, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, you hear Auntie Karen suddenly turn into a friggin' Tuscan Raider.
Yep, that's what it certainly sounded like. If I could pull away the headphones away from my ears in order to not hear it in audio stereo, that's what you would be doing while listening to the response.
Sorry.
Oh, it's fine. It's great. Ah, shit. Turnak, I don't know what to do. I need to talk to my priesthood. I don't know if they're going to be able to help. By the sounds of it, it sounds like she doesn't even want help.
You had the better out of all of the people who knows magic. There's only one people I think we could go to speak to, and I don't like them, and they don't like me.
They like you more than your other character.
Oh yeah, that was okay. We go speak to the mages.
Yeah, we should probably talk to our employer to let them know what happened. They need to know.
Probably good call.
Let's do that first. I can also talk to my family, see whether or not they have any suggestions.
Alright, so you're gonna first go to try to talk to the Duke? The
Right,
Earl?
employer first, yes. The Duke or Earl or whatever his name is.
When you walk up, the guards looks like...
I will,
Well,
I
you
will
have...
send him a message. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm going to send him a message saying that we're on our way and give him a quick rundown of what happened so that he can be not surprised by our coming, our arrival.
So you're gonna be using sending?
Yeah.
Okay. You're saying, hey, we're coming to the, like, how are you wording this?
Get the kettle on. We're coming to visit.
Coming for a meeting. One of our members was flung into the astral plane. We have news as to the threat that we face.
Alright. You hear a response back. I am currently unable to meet. I am currently unable to meet. What happened?
Do I want to spend another spell slot to answer a stupid question?
Rather important question in my mind.
It is, but that's kind of the reason why we were going for the meeting. Because we wouldn't be limited to 25 words.
Ultimately, we're gonna sleep in this church anyhow, so
Yeah. All
I'd
right,
say wait
not
this long.
spending the other. we'll spend the other spell slot. We encountered a being that warned us not to approach the castle. Auntie Karen was flung into the astral plane during an altercation with one of its minions.
You get to with one, and that's 25.
May just change it with minion or with device.
Yeah, she's not that smart. Well, I mean, she's smart, but trying to do it, we'll leave it at it got cut off.
Okay. Okay. Auntie Karen's gone? In the astral plane?
You can
What
hear the
did
fucking
she
question
do?
marks.
Mess with a bag of holding?
Technically, yes.
Take time. Find someone to help. Be soon. No, sorry, back soon, not be soon, back soon.
Well, that was not helpful at all.
I mean, he knows.
He knows, yes. He also asked more questions, which wouldn't, stop asking questions, damn it.
I mean, technically, the question he asked is, did she mess with a bag of
It was,
holding?
yeah, it was rhetorical. I know. Let's go talk to the mages. And then we can come back to the temple afterwards.
Yep.
And in your head, you now hear, I am sending a message to the mages. They may be able to help.
Response will be, assuming that you're done.
Yes.
We're heading there now. And yes, she tried to stuff. And yes, she tried to stuff a floating orb. No, not orb. She says a floating mechanical object into a portable hole.
Bag of holding.
Bag of holding.
All right.
So much.
Thanks for
He-
letting me know. Inform me if you get her back or find someone to help you.
I'm getting lightheaded. Let's go.
Just too much thinking involved.
I'm just counting my fingers, man.
It's not that. It's just I'm spending a lot of magical energy very, very quickly.
Well, no, because
That
he's the
is
one who's
fair.
he is the one who's doing the sending
know.
now. So
I know. Yeah, I know, but she still says it. So yeah, they head to the Mages Guild.
Alright, the mages, the guards there look at you, it's like, We were informed of your arrival. Very confused, but informed. You may go inside and speak to them.
Thank you.
And are you going to be
Shall I
going to
say?
try to find the ones that you had worked with previously?
Sure. Well, I don't know that they were the experts that were contacted, but she'll ask the guy once she's inside and whatnot. She says, "Who am I speaking with?" If
Well,
they were contacted in advance.
there's a council meeting going on, so just head there.
Okay.
And he gives you directions to
I'm
where they're
kind of
holding
new
the
to
meeting.
this area. All right. Thank you. She heads in that direction. There's a council meeting. Okay, I'll head off down to
Oh, that
the
hurt. That felt
basement.
good,
No,
but
no,
that
no. It's held in the tower. Everybody knows this.
hurt. What are you, a dumbass? Fucking rube.
But yeah, she heads in that direction, or they head. I'm assuming Todak is following suit.
Yep.
Alright. There are guards posted at the door, but when they see you approach, they knock, and the door swings open slowly.
They step inside.
And
They
inside
look
you
about.
see what would be akin to a cult meeting. People with their hoods up, surrounded circles, all that stuff.
Uh-huh.
Huh.
No ominous chanting, though. They just
Excuse
looks like
me.
they looks like, ah, you're the one that the Earl told us was coming. He told us of the
Yes.
situation. That's I'm not sure how we will be able to help because opening up a portal to the astral plane is not easy. We could send you there.
No.
Not sure that that would really have the desired effect.
No, because we wouldn't be able to get you back. I'm actually now curious what happens
Hmm.
if you do that exact same thing in the astral plane.
I'm going to guess it makes a portal to anywhere in the multiverse. Oh no, the elemental plane of fire.
Well, I think in order to you would need there's a spell for this. I don't have access to it at my level, but you need to have some familiarity with the plane that you're going to. Otherwise, you get a random result. I think, or
Well,
something to that effect.
normally, yes.
Strictly
In
speaking,
this case, if you a bag of holding inside the astral plane, I feel like Ken's answer is correct. You get thrown into a random place.
oh, right.
They were just gonna bag of holding you guys. Like they don't have a spell to just get you guys to the astral plane. They were just gonna bag of holding you.
Yeah, no. Todak will not go in a bag.
No,
To be fair, a level
no.
artificer can do that.
Yeah. That's why you never bag of holding an artificer.
That's a dangerous scenario. I bet you they didn't consider that when they made that class.
I think they did.
Um.
There's also the internet's favorite bag of holding arrow.
Yeah, the nuke.
Huh.
Need to breach a fortress? Bag of
What
holding arrow.
what kind of options do we have? You guys are the experts. I can tell you from what I understand, Auntie Karen is still alive. She seems to be happy, though that could be, who knows what that is. Maybe she's being taken control of by some psychic being or whatnot. It's my understanding that those do in fact exist out there.
One of the One of the hooded figures pulls down his hood, and then you remember it as the female drow that you had worked with. And she says, "Well, as long as
These
she's
are
wearing,
not of acknowledgement.
as long as she's wearing that apron, that should actually be impossible."
Improbable, not impossible.
Well, no, impossible as long as she's wearing that apron.
It
Improbable,
makes you
but
her immune to psychic attacks.
yes.
Thought it was just advantage or half damage.
No.
Because I have gloves that do the same thing.
Yes.
Um, well, that still means that she's floating around in the astral plane.
I mean, we could try
With
to
nowhere to go.
scry her, see how she's doing.
Is there a way to send her a beacon? Do we have any ideas of what's out there? Is there a safe haven? A sort of like a way station or a camp or anything like that that we could send her a beacon to tell her which way to go. Otherwise, so she's not completely out there lost.
Uh, well, the astral plane is very unknown to a lot of us. But there is probably some places she could go, but we don't have any way to direct her there if we don't know where they are. We just hope that she encounters a benevolent being instead of something like the Dreadnought. That would suck.
My, uh, you don't have an expert, any tomes on the matter? Anything that we could look up?
Not here. If you made your way to the capital, you'd have a better chance of finding things, but our resources here are limited.
Crud. I don't know what to do. Okay. Uh, you were not quite as no. Thank you for your time. If you come up with anything, if you come up with any ideas, please let us know.
God damn it. We're
Yes.
supposed to be ankle deep in a castle's dungeon right now. Not
Mm.
playing Where's Waldo with Auntie Carrot in a different dimension.
We will do what we can to help you, but like I said, our resources here are limited. We could send a message to the guild in the capital, but it's the best we can do right now.
If you think that it would help, or that it might help,
Well, it helped more
first
than
things
just
first.
doing
While I
nothing.
really true, my first concern is to ensure her survival for as long as possible, and then try to figure out if there is a way to actually rescue her. And that is assuming that actually she wants to be rescued.
Well, like I said, we don't have the means to rescue her, but again, the
No,
capital
that's
might
why we
have.
came. We figured if anybody. How far away is that?
That is. Give me a second.
Is this where I... Oh, this is the other place, right? I keep getting the two games mixed up now.
I'm surprised since we haven't
Yeah,
played that
that
one in a
happens.
while.
Mm. Excuse me.
Certainly. The capital by road is about 480 kilometers away. I'm too lazy to do the conversions right now. Give me 1 sec. I know there's a calculator in here.
More to the point, how many days travel is it?
That's what I'm doing right now. So I'm not up to that. At a normal pace, you'd be looking at 12 days and 3
200
hours.
She sits down.
On the floor.
If need be, yeah.
Yeah, there's no chairs, so you sit down on the floor.
And she's like, yeah, she's at a loss for ideas.
You know,
After about 5-10 minutes of that, she stands up, says, "Sorry,
it occurs to me, just as a momentary thought, if we could find at least 1 or 2 more people to come with us, that castle may have something to bring her back. The weird little baubles that center there probably have the capacity in larger forms to do the same.
uh, maybe, or maybe it was an accident and they had no idea of what's going on in that realm at all. It's a bit of a risk.
Everything
Uh,
at this point is a risk.
yeah, which is kind of why I'm waffling as to what to do. We don't really know whether or not we should be pursuing. We don't have the means to save her.
Not as we
We just
are.
don't. We just don't. If we're going to save her, we're going to need to get help to do so. Uh, if we're going to continue our assault on the castle, first of all, we need to discuss with the Earl uh, exactly what we are facing and what he wants, find out what he wants to do about it. And two, if we are going to succeed at any sort of assault on that place, we will probably need to hire or get more help.
Perhaps we speak to the Lord before we head back and see what his thoughts are. Maybe he will lead an expedition in that general direction. We use the expedition to cover our advance against them.
Yeah, that was a thought. Though I think, strictly speaking, what he hired us to do, which was to scout the place out and find out what's going on there, we have succeeded at. We've completed that. We don't know the full extent of what's over there, but we do know the person that is involved and a loose idea of what their intentions are. And we know that they are hostile.
Well, you were also trying to recover the people or find out what's happened to them too, and you haven't figured that out yet.
We do know what's happened to them, actually. We don't know exactly what's happened to them, but we know that they are trapped inside of a keep that is being defended by a being that has declared war.
Or at least declared their intent to deal with trespassers in the second most violent way possible.
Right. So, strictly speaking, we do know. we don't know whether or not we have the capabilities to do anything about it is the question. Currently, no, we don't. That means,
Then we
if I'm going to listen to the pessimist of me, we weren't even able to deal with one of its drones.
To be
Well, that's
fair, we
not
dealt with
true.
a swarm of dealt with a swarm of their drones, and then we couldn't deal with one little asshole drone that turned out to be tougher than the rest, and then we sucked him into a vortex of doom destruction, and he's now stuck with Auntie Karen. So,
Right.
as it stands, there's only two real options. We continue on, we find somebody. The city is brimming with people who may have the skills or talent or ability to help us. We tell the
Yeah.
Duke and he sends an army out, and then we do our hunty, sneaky, stabby thing in the back.
I find it highly unlikely that he will send an army out. But getting help is obviously a necessity. We're going to have to find somebody that can help. My
Then we
only,
start there.
my biggest concern with the thing that hurts me the most right now is the fact that we can't do anything about Auntie Karen, and leaving it unfinished feels really, really bad. I am not the type of person that leaves people behind.
And Todak can appreciate that. But here you are instead worrying about something you have no control over. No ability to
Well,
fix. No ability to shape.
right, except I, yeah, you're right, that I can think of at the moment, which is why I've been sitting here trying to rack my brain as to whether or not there is anything I can do.
Then we
And I'm
focus
still
on what
trying
we
to think of
can do.
Yeah,
Enough wasting time gibbering about what could and what can. Here's what we will do. First, we find a new helper. There.
yeah.
That is-
We're gonna need to talk to our patron first,
Oh,
because he's the one that contacted us. He is more likely than not, whoever we hire, it is likely going to have to clear him anyway,
why?
because he's the one that contacted us. He hired us. We're not hiring a new person. He's hiring a new person.
Technically, he's hiring a third person to replace Auntie Karen. So they get Auntie Karen's share.
That'd be yeah. Let's say math is wrong. That'd be a fourth person, but no, I think I see where you went with that.
So,
And
perhaps we
he's also in the business of hiring and finding and hiring mercenaries. So it stands to reason that he would have a better idea or more practice in finding somebody suitable.
Look at
Truth be
the-
told, I tend to I tend to either be fishing or sitting in my temple talking to the needy,
well,
not
is there
looking for adventurers.
looking at the time, I think this is a good time to call it. It is-
Todak
Yeah,
being the
that's true.
motivational speaker?
Yep. Give you guys time to think about what to happen in 2 weeks' time and whatnot.
Yeah, I think I need to talk to the DM privately for a moment.
Yep. But I will leave. We'll leave this here. I hope everybody enjoyed this, and we'll be back tomorrow. I'll be back later tonight for some more streaming. I'm going to leave everybody that's in here with a raid because why not? This most people have had in a while.
We have a raid?
No, I'm going to raid.
Oh, I was gonna say, like,
So yeah,
you're not popular enough for this shit.
I mean, I could still get raided by random people. You know, it happens.
Very true. All right, go do your thing.
Yeah, but I hope everybody enjoyed that. We'll be back later, and back for D&D in 2 weeks. Bye.
See you in
Good night.
2 weeks.